Hello everybody and welcome to VR Master League for Echo Arena. I'm Swift with two eyes and yes, I'm stealing that from NightFiree. Deal with it. Anyway, should be getting started very soon. See you all in the chat there, Aiden. Defoliate Rex, Mr. Flamingo. How's it going? And I'm indeed a rusty boy over here, and for some reason it's making me refresh all the team names, which is why the team names were showing wrong there for a second, and it might happen when we go to the game screen, so who knows. I'll have to figure it out. I can maybe figure it out now. It should okay, from what it looks like we're good there. So yeah, I'm just by myself, caster and cameraman, lonely as per usual. No shots fired though. So yeah, this matchup between Quackheads and Omega, I do expect this to be a relatively close matchup, and I really hope so. This is two very well-known EU teams at this point. Quackheads been going since pre-season, I believe, and Omega just founding, coming into season 2. But a lot of great players on that roster. Taco on Thursday, Emil, BK, Matty, and playing today for the first time in a while. Actually, is bad internet, by the way. So yeah, I mean the first time in a while that Omega's played with bad internet, but I don't know. I don't know if that is going to change the chemistry at all, because bad internet and Taco have been playing together for a very long time at this point. So yeah, I don't expect anything to be too outrageous, game-changing there. But I don't know, maybe a little bit of rust coming in from bad internet. I don't know how much he's been playing the game outside of VRML, but I know he's been relatively inactive for the past few weeks, so yeah, maybe might have to shake off some rust. So we should be getting started very soon. There was an issue with, you know, discussing which who was joining who, so a little bit late here. So I do hope we can start as soon as possible. I have pinged the teams in Discord, so. So I mean, just while we're waiting for this game, I know as soon as I say this, the match is going to start. That's just how it is, with the casters cursing. But for the past few weeks, the matches from Quackheads have gone relatively well. They won against Hellbent, watching Weebs by a fair amount, although lost to Solar, which was interesting to see. Won against Baked Potato and Coolgers, lost to Alpha last time. And I don't believe that they have played Omega this season yet. That's if at all. So yeah, and Omega, the last few games been pretty against pretty tough teams. They got lost against Smash Dash as their last game, but they did win. They got a double mercy against Hellbent, won against Scuffed, although lost to Vertigo, won against Alpha at Atom. So hopefully going to be a very close matchup, and I am definitely expecting it to be, as we kick this one off with the initial joust. So I'm praying the teams are going to be correct, and they indeed are. It's going to be Omega taking it first, getting the pass off here. Quickly to Taco, looking at an open net, but not for too long, so we're going to back it out to Emil, and now back up to BK once more, and now to Taco. Taco looking forward internet, but some brawls happening here. Instead, going to back it out to Emil on the long pass, and the back pass to Taco. He's just going to put that one straight in for the 2, and great shot placement there, putting it right at the top left of the goal. Very difficult to save. And yeah, all round great striking from Taco. So good start by Omega here. And it doesn't seem like Bad Internet's latest appearances affected them in any way. I didn't really expect it to. You can see the chemistry between Bad Internet and Taco, if nothing else, is just absolutely on point. And of course all the other players as well. So Taco getting this pass off to Bad Internet. Gonna be a massive brawl going on in the goal right now. But oh, Bad Internet losing the disc to the boss, a steal there. So Quackheads trying to find anything here. A stack, trying to put some pressure on the offense here of Omega, but losing that stack and actually overshooting the disc could be dangerous, but it takes a second for Emil to find that disc, and oh, the stack not finding the disc either, so it's going to be backed out by Omega once again. BK putting it out further. And now, Taco just going to take this calm and collected here, going to pass this up to the top. Nice bounce pass there to Emil. He's going to look at the angle on the goal, but it's just a little bit too steep. Gets it off to BK, and he's going to put it straight through. Brilliant play already here from Omega. They're just so collected when it comes to the offense here. You can see that as soon as they find a angle on the goal that they're not really happy with, they're not sure it's going to be a 100% shot, then they'll back it out and they'll find another angle on the goal. And they definitely execute that playstyle very well as this one floats towards the goal. But Taco restraining the disc here and going to get it over to BK. The cross though intercepted by Gob. So great interception there by Quackheads, but can they do much with it? Here comes the boss. You're just going to back it out again to Middleman. So similar thing we're seeing, just longer passes we're seeing here from Quackheads. See how that pans out, although this one is just going to bounce around. Right next to the tunnel, Emil trying to get a stun, but is denied by the block. Now Middleman trying to find this one again. The players are a little bit clumped up from Quackheads, but they recover quickly. Oh, and actually both players missing the disc, so going to be slapped away now by Omega. The backline though of Quackheads finding it quickly. And they're getting this pass up to the nest. The boss looking for under the goal to Irony Man, and he's going to put that one straight through for the 2 again. And looking to equalize here maybe in this little bit of round 1. So interesting play from Quackheads. They've got a similar thing going on to Omega, where they get these triangular passing formations and they back it out and constantly try to find better angles. But Quackheads seemingly have longer passes. They're utilizing their stack a little bit more on the defense to try and get some more pressure onto the disc. Quackheads putting a lot of pressure onto Omega, and it's certainly working from the last couple of minutes, although this one going to be stolen away by BK, and of course he's going to put that one in. A crucial mistake at the back line there from Quackheads. That's going to cost them 2 points. Those are going to hurt. Unforced error, and that just causes some more points gone. Nullifies their goal essentially. Although not really, it's not how it feels mentally. There's 6-2 is better than 4-0. Usually when it comes to the mental game, as soon as you get a couple of points on the board, you have something to build off of. So it's much better that they at least have points on the board. Although this one cleared away by Omega, and Taco's going to take it. It's going to be an open 3. The stack isn't back enough, so maybe jinxed it earlier when I said Quackheads were using their stack effectively. Getting broken up, I assume, at the midline, and just not being allowed to come back to the goal. So a good play by Omega to stop that, and a good shot, of course. A good shot as well by Omega, but just some errors, some clean-cut errors that can be fixed here for Quackheads. That pretty much just fall under the missed passes and missed opportunities category. But really, I don't see any drastic counters to each other's playstyle just yet. We may have to wait a little bit longer for that. Oh, Gob's gonna get picked up there by that stun. And Omega already with the stack there through, but the three-pointer isn't on target. Oh, and a strange bounce there. Goes straight to BK. He's going to try and take this. Oh, and the goalie's already stunned. Bad internet doing some work there in the offense and giving BK 2 easy points. And now 11-2. And Omega is starting to run away with this now. But I'm still excited to see if Quackheads will figure something out, catch up here. Because if I'm honest, I don't expect this big of a lead in this game. Maybe it's just a tough round 1 situation that we're seeing. Maybe round 2 we'll have something else to unfold. Only Quackheads will know. Or maybe they don't even know. The pass coming through to Gob, backing it out to the boss. And he's going to try and find the pass under the goal, but Taco reads it beautifully. One too many times on that play. And Taco was certainly ready for it. And actually the stack is certainly ready for that. And oh, what an angle for the 3. Beautiful shot by Bad Internet. About very, very small slice that he had to work with there. And clearly not rusty whatsoever. Or if he was, shaking that rust off with a great 3-point shot from 9 meters out. And extending this lead now. It's now 14-2. And it's, oh, the stack almost getting there from Omega. And another unforced error here. Clearing it mid. A crucial mistake on the QB end of things. Especially when you know they're going to be there. The 3-point shot comes through. But the defense, I don't really know if they were ready for it. And they certainly weren't ready for that too. To come through there. I think they were expecting the boss to back it out. But not quite. He's just going to walk it in for the bubble for the 1 and 2, and he's going to take it. Now 14-4. So Quackheads could bring this back, but it's going to be mighty difficult. Especially when Omega have joust advantage, and oh, this one almost being dangerous, but luckily getting that full movement on the arm as he was getting stunned. So the pass went where he was directing it anyway, despite the fact that he got stunned. The stack here is trying to follow up on a couple of mistakes from Omega, but nothing being said here. Although Gob trying to find a bounce shot and actually goes in. So maybe just caught Taco off guard there with that bounce shot. And again, maybe expecting something more sophisticated, like well, I don't know if it's technically more sophisticated, but maybe like a pass or a cross pass or something or other. But no, just going for the straight shot can catch people off guard, and this steal coming through and almost makes its way towards the goal, but Middleman's going to take it. Oh, risky shot. They don't really have to take those, but they will indeed take those. The boss putting it into the goal. Both defenders stunned at the post. Now 14-8. Quackheads could do this. They could bring this back. And I'm glad to see Quackheads are oh, maybe might find another 3 here if they can find a cheeky bounce shot. Not quite going to take it there. They're just looking for the straight up points. They need them right now. They need to get themselves up to some more points, and this one is going to be stuffed right in front of Taco's face. Stuffing the Taco, as you may say. And now they're just 4 points behind. Can they make 2 more goals in this time? It's going to be very close. If they make an interception here, then it could be very bad. But Omega, they're trying to just keep them out of here, and it seems like they will. BK getting the cross past the Bad Internet, and they're going to try and seal this deal. That he's just going to waste all the time in the world. Oh, and it goes in slowly for the 2. Dagger into the heart of Quackheads. That is a very slow and painful goal to end this round off. And it will be 16-10 final score. So I'm very impressed by the fact that the Quackheads were able to come back so quickly in that first round. I'm excited to see what they have to unfold in round 2. They're clearly building some momentum at the end of round 1. So maybe they can build something up here. And going back to the chat, I missed a couple of messages earlier. Mr. Flamingo saying what up, Swift. What up? Strange Illusion as well. And Interlock Studios. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I hope you're all enjoying yourselves in the chat there. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful game we have in front of us. Chat is a bit quiet, but that is okay. It means we're all deeply invested into the game, I'm sure. We will be getting kicked off with round 2 though, right about now. So. Fortunately, I don't believe I have the joust counters. Although Taco is gonna make that count. That 3-pointer coming in again from Taco. Kind of 2 immediate repeats. The repeat from the last round with that immediate goal. Great shot by Taco, and that's gonna win them the advantage here. Although Quackheads is gonna have the joust advantage, of course. Not that type of advantage. Middleman, they've got a strange passing formation, or not really strange, we've seen it before, but a kind of non-typical formation here. Instead of just going left-right, like the standard stuff, they have plays on more obscure locations. Or the player there, Emil, hitting his head, and if he didn't, that would have been a straight-up goal for Omega, I'm sure. But unfortunate for Emil. And very fortunate for Quackheads. They will try and take the stream. Will it be in? Yes, it will. A beautiful shot from Gob Shite. And answering straight back there with another 3. The Quackheads looking to build some more momentum into this round. Look to get this immediate pressure. Miss it, but they get the stack back. Although one player getting stunned away, this could be costly in the defense here for Quackheads. Emil trying to push it up. He is pressured by Gob, and he does know it. The quick cross pass, but stunned away. Brilliant defense by the boss, but it's stolen again. Emil trying to push it through. Gets the bounce shot, and it is going to be in. The goal is stunned away. Bad internet disrupting the enemy team there. That's going to cause that 2-pointer for Omega, so great job on the offense. A great initial job on the defense by Quackheads, but it is just taken back. Now Middleman changing up the changing up the joust strategy once more. This is the last one. They weren't quite able to get the passes they needed. This one, and neither. Taco gonna look for the boot shot. Not gonna find it though. Doesn't really matter though. BK, he's left with an open net, but Middleman is just in front of him. A very close interception and kind of risky, but enough to keep him off guard. Enough to keep the offenders on the toes. That being said, oh, it's going to be BK right on his toes. Going to get that steal right off a couple of stuns there. So it was intercepted by Quackheads, but then stolen right back by Omega. So far, some great persistence here from Quackheads, but Omega are just getting the better of it here with the stacks, and a risky shot by any man doesn't pay off. They should really be looking in the earlier parts of this round. They should be looking for those more straightforward goals, the quick passing plays, and etc. The higher percentage shots. Although they may just be looking for momentum. They have a lot of it here on this stack. But is Gob able to collect it in time? Yes, but dishes it out to the boss. Just missing there. Oh, and the back pass. Missing some odd communication here from Quackheads. Although the Omega stack isn't there in time. So good disruption by Quackheads. Although it's taken by Taco eventually. Going upside down on the ceiling. Lil Rad style. But not quite going to get the jukes and jives. Although this cross pass is going to be enough to seal that. The defender of Quackhead's not quite getting to the shield in time. As soon as As soon as BK saw the guy on the shield, he get it remotely near him. He was right on the edge of being able to grab him, but just wasn't able to get it. So BK taking as much time as he physically can, and just great recognition there on the offense yet again. It's what this is what makes Omega such a strong team. Just all these individual players. Oh, but the shot being missed from the boss. Could have been reducing this lead by a fair amount. Would have been just a kind of one goal situation. But BK is gonna make that more. No, he's not. It's gonna. I was sure that was gonna go in. But Gob is gonna get that cleared. And BK takes it straight back off the stun. Gonna look for this cross here. Quick pass to Emil. He's gonna look for a bounce shot, bouncing off the head of Middleman. And Taco making that nice interception. Short range. Goes in from the side shot. Trying to slot it in. But just not enough power. Not in the right place. And it's going to be saved away. Emil now. Pushing it out to BK. He's going to get a duck. But there's not a pass in front of him. So. And another interception by Omega. They're just so persistent. They will not give up on the offense. And it's certainly paying off. I could agree with that. BK being the MVP so far in this game. He's just such a great individual player, and I mean it's just ridiculous how great he's gone in the past like few months. Obviously he's been playing for longer than that, but say from shutting me up. Oh no, Emil. Oh dear. Well, there's the ding. And unfortunate there. But yeah, what I was saying is BK, he's I mean he's always been a great player, but he's only been on I mean like the very top teams for the past couple of months kind of. Or less than that, I guess you could say. But the boss, he's trying to take the 3, but again, it's blocked off by Taco. He's got to recognize that Taco he's on the edge of those blocks all times. Bad internet, trying to throw a 3, not going to be on the line and taken by the boss. Oh, BK getting it stolen again and putting it in for the 2. Those are going to hurt so much for Quackheads. And that's it's not looking good for Quackheads in the second round. There's been so many steals and interceptions from Quackheads. It's gotta be tilting. This one taken by bad internet, but stolen away by Gob, giving him a taste of his own medicine. But again, they need to clear it with precision, and they need to clear it with where the enemies are in mind, because Omega are always in such good positions. They're reading these interceptions like a book, and they're able to get them very, very quickly. Emil getting that cleared very, very quickly, and this one going to be taken into the midline. They're not going all the way through, but bad internet is going to be able to make that happen. Goes to Taco. Taco taking the 3 from 8 meters away, and now it's maybe even Omega looking at a mercy win, and I really didn't expect that for this game. Interesting. I don't know if something's off for Quackheads right now, if they're having some troubles. But again, just like Lad is a perfect example, maybe they're just really, I don't know, maybe they're just having a really bad day. That really does happen, as it happens with, everything else. They seem to be playing quite up to the speed that they usually are. Bad internet taking it through, getting stunned away, but BK again putting it in. I'm not even going to look, but I'm going to say he likely has already hit a 20 bomb in the total past a couple of rounds. And that being said, it's 20-3 And now Omega, they're looking at a 1 goal for a mercy, although the boss is going to try and stop it, but another 3 is stopped by Taco. Some rushed shots here, and some leeches coming through from Omega. They get the point. Oh, they get the shot on the 3-point line. It's not quite in, though. BK gonna look for the shot straight away. That's going to seal it away for the mercy win. The defense just getting back for Quackheads, but it's just not fast enough, and Quackheads not able to get the hands on it. 23-3, and I really was not expecting that from Omega. Not that Omega couldn't do. It's not against Omega. It's more so about what happened to Quackheads. I wouldn't expect this matchup to be that much of a deficit, but like I said, maybe Quackheads just lost all the momentum, weren't able to build it back up again, or just had a bad day in general. And I mean, that being said, we should have another matchup coming up right quick here. Well, not right quick. It's about 15 minutes in advance. That's going to be Quackheads versus Vertigo. So let's see if Quackheads can build anything here. Maybe get some warm-ups in, or maybe just take a big break. They have just come off they just came off a scrim for this game. Maybe they should have taken a break or two. Maybe they were kind of just burnt out for this game. But I hope that can change for the next game. But that being said, I am going to end this stream here. Although be ready, because in about 10 minutes ish, we're going to see Quackheads versus Vertigo. So yeah, that being said, thank you everybody so much in the chat for watching, whether you're participating in the chat or not. I love all the lurkers too. GG's coming in the chat, and it certainly was. So I've been Swift with 2 eyes. I'm stealing that from NightFiree, who is actually going to be joining me in the next game. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Hello everybody and welcome to VR Master League. This is Echo Arena. I'm Swift and joining me on the casting desk is NightFiree. What's going on?
Hello, hello. Glad to be on board for an EU match. I don't think I've personally casted an EU match yet, so I'm really interested to see what kind of gameplay we get. If there's differing styles between NA and EU, I guess you would know best, wouldn't you, Swift?
Yeah, I mean there's a first time for everything, and this could be interesting. You could be picking out some things that are slightly different. Europe tends to be known for its boosting. Due to the usually there's a lower ping, of course, because the Europe, most people are in the UK or somewhere around the UK, so the ping is not a big issue. I mean, saying that, had some trouble looking for servers this match, but anyway.
We're here, and that's what matters, right?
Yeah.
We're here to watch Quackheads versus Omega. Quackheads are coming off of a pretty tough loss.
Yeah.
Only 15, 20 minutes ago, they had a good round one. They were competing well, but then that second round two, they almost got mercied. And Omega is arguably a higher ranked team.
Whoops,
or not arguably, is a higher ranked team. And so they should be a tougher challenge for Quackheads. So if Quackheads doesn't...
This is Quackheads versus Vertigo. It's just...
Oh, is it?
For some
okay,
reason, I have to refresh my OBS stuff every single time I change it, which is weird.
Well, that's good. That's good. Okay, I thought it was I thought I had it. I thought it was Quackheads versus Vertigo, but I wasn't sure looking at what was in the overlay. Yes, the last game was versus Omega, and that's when they were having those challenges. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they can now sort of bring a different level of play, even better than what they were bringing against Omega in order to go up against Vertigo. Looking at the connoisseur votes, we do see that the voting is heavily favored towards Vertigo. Who knows? Can Quackheads rebound? Are they maybe more loose after playing that game? They may very well come in better than they did against Omega just because they've had that warm-up.
Yeah, and I mean they did very well in round one against Omega, so they've shown that they can certainly. I mean, although they didn't win the round, they came from, I think it was 10-2 or some pretty big lead like that, and they brought it back by a fair amount of points. They scored almost brought it back at the end of round one. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough time to win the round, but they definitely showed there that they have what it takes to take on Omega and certainly take on Vertigo.
Should be getting into this game pretty soon. All 8 players in lobby, seemingly ready to get into this action. I'm excited. I want to see what this. Now you got me hyped about the stacks. I love watching the stacks. It's such a oh, there it is, right there. A little stack warm up, but it's such a challenging thing to be good at, and the top teams make it look so simple. They're so quick. They stack intercept. You know, they're able to move the stacks up and down, left and right. That is an incredible achievement with my skill level when I think about how I execute on stacks. So I'd love to see that sort of speed sort of come in.
Right, and I mean, it kind of being part of Quackheads' logo there. Not the current logo. It seems they've changed it to a different sort of protest now. But before it was something to do with Miss Playground, something related to not only boosting but just the way that the game has changed over time. But I mean, people will adapt. People already have. The change was over a year ago now, so I'm sure we can just accept. We can just accept it, and we're gonna have to deal with it and learn how to play. There was something called raycasting used to be in the game. It's made it slightly easier to grab things. It caused some issues, and was eventually removed. But it made grabbing a little bit more difficult, and so that's why that was their logo for a while.
Both teams readying up. Well, blue team readying up. We should be hopping into round 1 any second now. We have given them the go-ahead.
Oh, I did. I tagged them in Discord and didn't give them any message. I just tagged them. That's why. So that's kind of my fault.
No, it's... Hey, that's why there's 2 of us, okay? We can both handle it. Now they know. They're ready. We are getting into round 1. Thank you for patiently waiting, everybody. This is Quackheads versus Vertigo, round 1, starting now.
Yeah, and the neutral joust coming out. Let's see some of that boosting that I talked about earlier. It's going to be one here by Vertigo. Twangpant's going to throw that one away. And oh, maybe hoping that the backstack was already ready, but not quite on. And it's going to be taken now by Quackheads and now cleared away. Oh, look, we do have the joust speeds. Look at that. Kai going to clear it and infiltrate. Getting it through to Twangpants. Now, back on offense is Vertigo. Trying to take it through to the bubble, but Kai not able to get rid of it to Sanch in time. And it's going to be taken by the boss and cleared away.
Very fast bit of movement up there in the midfield. Stack here from Vertigo to snag the disc and prevent it from lingering in their zone for too long. And we're quickly back into Quackhead's zone. It does seem like it's going to be, not an open goal, but the stun is here on the goalie and the missed shot on the corner. The stack is here, clears it out. On the back end, they do have Kai, who has snagged it, and he's going to set up Vertigo for another attempt on goal. Twangpants sort of lingering in midfield, passes it up to the center. The shot to the corner, just out of reach from the goalie of Quackheads, and Sanch gets 2.
Yeah, Sanch with the excellent shot placement there, putting it right next to the goalie's hands, but not able to get the grab. It's right in the corner of the goal. Has to really dive for that one. Not going to make the save, but already seen some great offense and bounce backs from Vertigo after that initially missed shot. And the stun comes through. It's not quite quick enough. The boss, he could walk this one up for a one-on-one, but knowing Vertigo, they're going to have some defense back here anytime soon, or maybe not. Oh, infiltrate, diving out though. Great recognition. I literally told the boss to stop doing that yesterday. As soon as you look away from the goal, the goalie will dive at you, and he gets the stun.
That is an excellent read there from goalie. You know, sometimes those dives can be risky, but when you have that sort of recognition that the player isn't going to see you, he's looking behind him for any information, you can kind of get in there and get that stun. A bit of a brawl here in midfield. Clear does come down into the zone of Vertigo. This should be an open goal. The shot gets denied off the backswing by Kai. Excellent timing for him to get in there and prevent that from going in. Another clear here and back into the zone of Quackheads and more midfield brawling.
And it's like Gob grabbing it there from his teammate's hands, tries to give it back, but there's a player in the way. Sanch here tries to take the one-on-one in the bubble. Iron Man coming out a little bit too soon and not the usual goalie for Quackheads. And yeah, that's going to cause a 2 and 8 meters away. So Quackheads lucky there that wasn't a 3.
I guess it's a bit of there's the downside of diving and not having it be effective, is you do leave that goal open like that, and if that dive doesn't pay off, it's an easy 2 points, so to speak. So we'll see if Quackheads can start to answer back here. They really need to stop this momentum from shifting too heavily into Vertigo's favor, because they're competing well against Vertigo now. For at least the last 3 minutes, you know, they've been battling it out. They've been getting good intercepts. I don't think I've seen a real setup on goal quite yet out of the Quackheads team, but they've been minimalizing the damage. The shot nearly goes in there off the backboard, just misses the corner of the goal. And it's now time to sort of get momentum going for Quackheads.
Yeah, and the pass comes through to Kai, and an immediate pass to Sanch. The shot comes through, and it will make it. A 3 from Sanch. Some quick passing from Vertigo, straight up the field, and Quackhead's not able to get a hand on it.
That's the last thing they needed, is that open goal 3, an easy 3 points for Vertigo. The lead starting to really kind of add up, but plenty of time. 6:15 on the clock. Quackheads can easily find themselves a couple of points here. Even if they can work their way in with 2s if they are able to get there and set up on goal. Another 3 sniped from the midfield with Kai.
And that is a way to make the 3. A crucial error from Quackheads, missing that pass on the quarterback and isn't able to get it to his teammate. It's intercepted after a stun from Kai, and he, of course, is going to make those on the open goal. That being said, a very quick pass from Einiman, but well read there by Infiltrate. Very, very good backline. And overall, a great player all the way across the field. He was subbing for quite a lot of last season and preseason as well. Just such a good player all around the field. That being said, great set piece here from Vertigo, and just some outstanding passing.
The rock, paper, scissors decision going in there for Middleman, I believe, in goal. He wasn't sure if he was going to get hit from the backside with a stun, and so he went for the block, but then doesn't have the range to reach up and snag the goal, shot at the top of the goal. So a good bit of, I guess, recognition from the shooter to see that gap in coverage, but just a tough scenario here. Now, finally, a one-on-one. Quackheads able to put some points on the board. And again, 4.5 minutes left for them to work with. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, and wondering if Infiltrate was a little bit too far into the goal, or something had happened there. Let go of the disc. But yeah, just fortunately makes it through his hands, and isn't able to get that save. But that is going to build 2 points for Quackheads. That being said, though, Vertigo's trying to stop the momentum as soon as it starts here. This immediate cross pass. The passing from Vertigo right now is absolutely unstoppable.
The dive from Quackhead's goalie there also just going a bit high. He didn't anticipate that down low juke that ended up coming in and just opened up the goal there for what was a pretty simple 2, but you know, the lead is staying there. You know, to your point, they answered back perfectly to any momentum Quackheads were mounting off of that 2-point conversion. And I don't know, at this point, I'm not sure what the plan is here for Quackheads. I do think you just got to try and get some points on the board, put a dent in their lead, sort of get some momentum into your side, and get a bit of juking on the floor leads to a nice shot in the back of the goal for 2 from the boss.
Yeah, and just some kind of quick and simple play here. That's what Quackheads needs. They seem to be a little bit down from that last match as well, from that second round. They did get a fat loss, unfortunately, and a mercy win in the second round, which was very tough. To then just jump into another match, another league match, 15 minutes later. Very difficult, but Quackheads are doing it, and they're still going to score those last points. They just need to build, they need something to build off of, and that too is definitely going to help them, at least mentally, and maybe get back into their warmed-up state. Like I said last match, after or just before that last game, they were in a scrim as well. So who knows how long they've been playing. That being said, Gobshot, almost making the shot, and the bounce almost making it through as well. But Twang is ready and gets to clear through, although not making it into the tunnel. This clear and boost now from Vertigo is going to be stopped by a nice punch from Quackheads, and now going to be taken by the boss, who's going to look for a pass, and a dangerous one, but well played by Gob there to get around the defenders, and that's going to buy them some points here. 2 to Einiman. Infiltrate not able to get their hands on the disc, and just a beautiful couple of passes. That pass in tunnel was so risky.
I don't know. I think Quackheads have sort of just upped their aggression a little bit. I'm starting to see the stack aggression here on defense really pay off for them. You know, they're trying to go for the intercepts, the blitz there, not finding too much success, but, you know, now they're going to try and basically play this bit of a spoiler in the back end with that stack. It does get split up by a good stun, and so now it is going to be essentially a 3v2. The nice cross into the center. A good bit of back passing comes in, and a nice intercept, a good block there, preventing that shot from going in.
Yeah, Quackhead's ready at the back line. They know that Vertigo, they're going to try and get those stuns on the goalie. Vertigo known for it. That's why in EU, if you get punched as a goalie, we call it getting sanched. And yeah, they know what they're up against, so they stack 2 goalies right in front of each other, so that the guy at the back can take it if the front goalie gets stunned. Just a great play to directly counter Vertigo's offense and the way that they know they play. And a brawl for the disc here is going to be won out by Vertigo, but not for very long. The stack coming through, and actually it slapped away briefly, but Gob's able to get his hands on it. And Middleman trying to find a pass, but Sanch on him too quick. Middleman getting sanched.
Some extreme brawling going on there in the Vertigo's side of the arena, and Quackheads are going to be able to re-clear. Bit of a clear for clear here, going back and forth. The stack for Vertigo is here, although could be potential intercept here, potential setup coming in from Quackheads. Does get denied with a bit of a awkward back pass, and still more brawling in the zone of Vertigo. But this works for Vertigo. You know, 30 seconds left. All they really need to do is buy themselves some time, and I don't think it's going to be even possible mathematically to come back for Quackheads. But a much better second half in round 1 out of Quackheads. If they can kind of ride that momentum into round 2, I do think we could see a much better round 2.
Yeah, what Vertigo here is, they're actively trying to shut it down.
Yeah.
Is it working? We don't really know yet. They did, Quackheads managed to find 6 points there, so much better than what they found in round 2 of the Omega game, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, let's see if they can build anything up and maybe take a round here against Vertigo.
Quick shout out to everyone hanging out in chat. I do appreciate you stopping by. Dark, what is that? Oh boy. I don't even know how to say that name. The only meh, Fiji Juice, Miabra.
Durko does gaming.
There you go. I was just about to. I figured it out. I figured it out right when you said it. Okay, I swear. Thank you guys for hanging out. We do appreciate you stopping by and watching the matches. It's we do it for you guys. So hope you're having a good time. So far, a couple of interesting EU matches, I would say at the very least. Quackheads showing signs of greatness, showing that they can, you know, compete against these top teams in the league. But this is going to be a tough week if they end up with a second loss off of a second round 2 loss to 2 teams that are arguably pretty close to you in rank. It's definitely going to hurt them in the standings, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Quackheads can take kind of a beating like this, and they can come back from it. They are, I mean, a relatively casual team. That, not that that's saying anything about their skills, but just the way that they play is it's very kind of laid back and relaxed, and that benefits them in many ways. One of them being that in situations like this is much easier to come back. But Sanch finding the 3 just before the defenders get there from Quackheads, and that's going to be a first 3-pointer to Vertigo.
Yeah, that's pretty much the worst possible case scenario, right? To let it start with a 3-pointer from Vertigo. Quackheads really needed to win that joust. You know, if they had won that joust and just been able to kick off the momentum inside Vertigo's zone, it could have been a different story. A great bit of stack work out of Vertigo here on the aggressive defense to snag that disc out of the hands. I guess offense at this point, since they are in Quackhead's zone. And a good bit of clearing does get grabbed by Infiltrator, passes over to Sanch. Bit of back and forth here inside the zone of Quackheads as they do slowly set themselves up for another shot on a goal. And this is what's been working for them. The methodical setups, the passes, the crosses to the center. That's been getting them points against Quackheads, and a bit of a miscross there. Doesn't find any success. We'll see if Quackheads can defend. Good intercept coming in from Irony Man as he clears it down. We'll see now if the stack from Quackheads is going to be here in time.
And there's a few mistakes here being made by Vertigo here. And Quackheads, they're trying to punish them, but it's just not quite ready here. The stack as well, not quite making it through, and could have cost a goal there. But it was a mail slot, tough shot. It is going to be missed. So the Quackhead stack is pretty aggressive here already. The Boss taking the disc, looks for the 3, not quite online. They're going to get the recollect though. Yes, they are. Boss taking it off the shield there. The goalie a little bit late to the dive. That's one of the things about diving as well, is you cannot be hesitant with it. That's why it's so difficult to make those decisions, because if you hesitate, that happens. You're a little bit too late to the disc, and you leave the goal open.
And being goalie is just a non-stop reflex, you know, exercise. Trying to snap grab the shots that are coming at you at 19 meters a second, trying to determine when you have to go out for this stun. It's all very reflexive, and again, it's why I appreciate the good goalie defense so much. And here is the stack aggression for Quackheads that was working for them the later half of round 1. It does seem to kind of slow up Vertigo's approach to the center at least a little bit, but it does open up the one-on-one opportunity here. The dive from the goalie almost bites them in the back, but fortunately enough, they're able to clear to the center, and maybe they can set something up here to get themselves a lead for the first time in this series.
Yeah, and I mean, Quackheads passing around the back. They're trying to find these passes. They finally find one through, but it's not online. The pass is just a little bit rushed here, and going to be cleared away, though, by Quackheads as the stack gets to it. A three-man stack coming through. Oh, and the goalie dives a little bit too soon there at this time. And Infiltrate gets stunned out, leaving the goal open for the 2, and Quackheads take the lead in round 2.
It almost seemed like Infiltrate wasn't really ready for that stack to suddenly be there on the disc. He kind of had already started to drift over to the disc on his side, and then that stack was suddenly there to, you know, put that shot on the goal. And again, the aggression coming in from Quackheads, it's what's been working good for him. We'll see if it does start to bite them in the back at all, because they do, it leaves their defense very exposed. It leaves basically 1 or 2 guys in the goal to defend against what has been a pretty good passing team from Vertigo right now. And here comes another setup onto the goal. The shot at the top of the goal goes missing just over the top, and the boss is going to be able to snag that and clear it down to the center.
Yeah, now kind of just some brawling battles. Who can get the stack first? It's going to be Vertigo. Infiltrate taking this for them and trying to get the clear through. They need a goal and they know it, but they've got 6 minutes to put one in. That being said, of course, it's not exactly a 1-goal game. 6 minutes is going to be an eternity for Quackheads to try and just hold this lead. And especially if Vertigo just get a goal here, it's going to be hard for them to keep that as well for the entire game. They're trying to find this lead, though, and Gob is going to try and deny it. Missing the clear, unfortunately, but taken by the boss here. Getting the clear on through eventually makes its way through the tunnel, and now the stack's just a little bit too late for Quackheads, but they're ready to try and get the intercept. Oh, no, an overshoot at the back line. That's going to leave just 3 players there, briefly, for the Quackheads defense, although luckily for them, Vertigo not really taking advantage of it, but Kai still finding an open pass opportunity, and getting the goalie sanched. Middleman gets sanched, and Kai putting it in for a 2-pointer. Now Vertigo takes the lead.
Did he stun both of them? Because they had 2 on goal there with hands up to try and snag that. Either way, great stuns across the board there. Quackheads denying what was going to be a couple of setup attempts there onto goal with some good stunning, and then obviously the Sanch stun on goal leading to that shot. Here's another open goal shot going just a bit wide. Very fortunate for Quackheads, because that would have been the momentum Vertigo needed to really start to pile on and trying to drive this lead away from Quackheads. Right now, it's only a 1-point lead, very manageable, easily can come back with any kind of goal, 2-point, 3-point. 4.5 minutes left, though, so definitely Vertigo looking to secure themselves another point. The setup, the shot underneath, the stun onto goalie again, preventing him from being able to snag that in the lower half of the goal.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just a 2-point lead. It's a 3-point lead, sorry. So there's still only 1 goal in it, but... And with 4 minutes remaining, it's going to be not a time rush for Quackheads to be able to come back here. That being said, if this going to keep getting intercepted like this, it's not looking good at the moment. Twangpants finding a 2, and the clutch stun there, but a great recognition from Vertigo. And that is just top-tier play right there. Getting unstunned right as the pass is there. The communication from Vertigo, absolutely on point.
Really good back pass right there. They felt confident off of that stun that the setup wasn't going to happen, but then he just stays there. Everyone leaves him alone, and suddenly he's available for a pass and a shot on goal. Now the lead is more than 1 point, or more than 1 goal, excuse me, and so Quackheads are going to have to start to sort of gain some kind of momentum. They need to start challenging Vertigo. It's been a while since they've been inside Vertigo's zone. The later half of this round has really been Vertigo favored.
Yeah, and I mean, ultimately, it's the positioning and communication from Vertigo with these passes. It's so difficult to get it off their hands, and when you do, it almost just seems like there's just another play there to come and take it. That makes sense. Middleman ready to take it in the goal there. Great save. The Sanch trying to steal the disc here, but not able to get his hands on it. Gob getting a couple stuns. This is an open through opportunity. It is a tunnel shot. It's going to make its way almost over to the goal. Who put that block there?
Hits just a bit of, Yeah, who put that block there? Hits a bit of geode and goes a bit of awry. Now the hands of the boss holding onto the disc. Now he passes it into the center. Sanch able to snag it and burn time down for Vertigo. 2:20 on the clock. They have a 5-point lead. It's going to be at least a 3 and a 2, if not 3 2s coming out of Quackheads. And as time slowly ticks away, those opportunities slowly tick away. The setup here as crosses come in. The shot from the back of the goal. Excellent denial coming in from the boss as he snags that one mid-shot. Gets a great clear. This could be a setup for at least the start of a few points here from Quackheads. From the backside of the goal, the shot comes in from the boss, and that was all him. Clears it, snags it, shoots it.
Yeah, and I mean, you can really see that play coming from a mile away. As soon as you see that stack ready from Quackheads, Vertigo trying to deny it with that back play. And I mean, really, that's why it's so difficult for Quackheads here to try and get it through middle. I think they've got to change where their stacks are going through ultimately, because they almost all got stunned there by one player of Vertigo, and if they did, there would be no goal, and then the counter-attack would be very strong. There's always a player there out mid. They're ready to jump on the stacks. They're not afraid to use their ability to stun and to stop the attack before it even happens. And that's what Vertigo are just so good at. And I mean, they're definitely recognized for it in Europe, and certainly probably everywhere. And I mean, that being said, the passing again coming through, and the bounce shot as well. So maybe expecting something a little bit more flamboyant, but Infiltrate is just going to put it straight into the net.
Yeah, they definitely looks like they were looking towards the center sort of midfield area, maybe expecting a cross to come in and then the stun to come in. Neither of which ends up happening, and the shot just coming in from the backboard. That is going to pump that lead up even more for Vertigo, and with 30 seconds left, it is going to be impossible for Quackheads to come back from this one. Just don't have the time to score enough goals. And a much better showing, though. You know, Quackheads had the lead for the first time in this series. I think actually for the first time in maybe 4 rounds, if you think about it.
Yeah, and the clock winding down here. There's just 5 seconds remaining, and it looks like it's just going to get cleared away here. So Quackheads, unfortunately, lose second round, 6-11. But a good effort there on the comeback. They just weren't able to get rid of the disc. It was seemingly impossible for them to get rid of it, and as such, they really couldn't get anything done in the offensive half past the first half of that round.
You really, you know, you're absolutely right. The EU stacks are impressive. They are very fast. I love seeing the intercept stacks. That's what always I find interesting when those teams are trying to snag disc mid-air with the stack. Such a incredible skill set to have, and very fun and quick-paced match to watch, regardless of it being only 2 rounds. Quackhead's definitely coming in well, and Vertigo, I mean, just the methodical passing, the consistent, you know, team pressure onto the goal. They looked good. They had great defense, and definitely a deserved win from Vertigo.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, as Martin points out there in the chat, that's what I was getting at earlier. They couldn't get it through. And when they did get when they got the clear, the stack couldn't get there because there was just 1 or 2 people or a stack from Vertigo ready to get the stun on the player, and it's just so difficult. And of course, when that happens, when you get stunned on the opponent's side of the field, then you've got the counter-attack to worry about, and then there's 2 or 3 of your members in the other half, then you have to rush back for the defense. It works out so well in Vertigo's favor. And I mean, it's not even just the stuns. This game we saw some excellent shows of passing from Vertigo, and I think that definitely deserves some credit. And also deserving some credit is Sanch with those 12 points on the board, getting the game high there, followed by Kai with 9, Infiltrate with 4, Twangpants with 2, and of course Sanch getting the game high stuns.
Yeah.
Oh, not the game high stuns. That would be Gobshite getting the 38, but Sanch just 1 lower than that. Unfortunately, I think this is probably the only game he has not gotten Bruiser in, so congratulations, Gob, for taking that title off
it. correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we have any more EU games this afternoon.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Don't think I have anything planned, and I don't see any.
That's what I'm asking. I don't even know if there are
Yeah.
any scheduled.
I didn't see any matches later today, so that might be my last. But of course, make sure you check out the matches page on VRML. I'll put it in the chat. If there's a match being casted, of course, the first place you'll see it is first of all in the League Organization channel in the Echo Games Discord. But also, if you check that match, you'll know both whether your team's getting casted or whether a team that you are watching or looking forward to being watched. You'll see the casters on that right hand side next to the matches, and yeah, that'll indicate the matches being streamed. And yeah, I mean, I've seen a fair bit of confusion as to how that works, so that just gonna clear that up there. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be some more matches later on today, although that will be my last, and it will be the last for a few hours. So that being said, you got anything to say, NightFiree?
No, I'm good. Excellent matches. Happy to be here.
All right, well, in that case, thank you everybody so much for watching. Of course, thanks to all the wonderful mods. Thank you to the sponsors. I don't have the list now, but you know who you are. You're all lovely. And thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.